Hey everybody, Evolved Mentally back with another video. So we are on the account that we spent the most on. In 3 weeks we put like 4,000 into this account, so it's pretty broken. It's tier 14. I'm not gonna show you the name and stuff. I'm gonna have all that cropped out. But this is the power on it after 3 weeks. So it's a pretty broken account. But that's not what we're here to show you, so. Alright, what we're actually here to show you is basically heroes. So one of my friends is having a little bit of trouble building his heroes, so I'm going to quickly run through every hero. I think every hero is great in the game. He is asking whether or not he should buy Bane. I say yes, you should buy Bane. He's one of the most broken tanks in the game. So we're just going to go over some quick stuff. So some of the heroes that he had were like Mako, right? And basically, I'm going to give you basics. Is the way you want to build your heroes, okay, is based on what benefits their abilities. So you see how might benefits his abilities? Every point of might that I put in is going to help that ability and give my troops bonus attack. Okay, every point of stamina I put in is going to give them bonus health, bonus magic resistance and magic damage, bonus attack speed, and troop cap. So he was asking me if he should get a hero. First off, it was Bane, so yeah, you should definitely get Bane, because, like, again, he's the best tank in the game for tanking. He's got low damage, but he's the best tank in the game. And the reason why you want more heroes or every hero is because then you can rack them up or stack them up with command to increase your army cap as much as possible. So basically what I mean by that is you could put all items like this on them that have army cap, but then you could put command bearing items. See how that has 6 command and that has 4? You would get 4 bronze army cap for this and 6 bronze army cap for that. Every 1 command point is 1 bronze army cap, and then the math transfers over. So if you were going to build Mako, you're going to want to build him with power damaging items. If you have one of these, you want to throw one of these on him because it will do critical chance. It's going to increase the critical chance by 20% for him. You also want to get a decent bow on him. See how the might's being favored? Because all of his abilities are based around might. Also, he doesn't need this ability or this ability. He really only needs this, and this, unless you're playing Racken. In that case, you would want this. Not to say that the crowd control doesn't come in handy, because the crowd control will come in handy if you do build this too, especially early game. You can stun a ton of enemies with it, but that's how I would build him. And then I would put items on him that help him do more damage. If you put this complete set, it will give him poison bonuses. See how they all have might? That's what you want. You want might on all of them. If you have these are the highest damage trinkets that you can get for a character. So what you're going to see now is he's at 143. He got like 83 might, giving him bonus 93 damage. I've learned that 50 points, 50 stat points is 10% bonus damage. So at 100 stat points, you hit 20% bonus damage. At 150, you hit 30% bonus damage. Now, in a PvP match, that changes because it's going to go based on what they have for command. So you'll still get that 30%, but if they're getting 30% too, or 20% too, you'll only get 10% more than they got. This is the item I would recommend for him. It is a paid item, so you do have to have certain items to do this. But yeah, that's awesome actually. So I would be equipping this to him, and that's what you want to build your Mako with. Like I said, you could build this. This is a great item too, but it's a single shot straight line, whereas this will hit multiple units across different lining. But yeah, that's how you should be building your Mako, man. I'm building it based on might. So now we're gonna remove everything. And remember, every 50 points is 10% added towards these things, so might damage increased. It would give you 10% more damage, so at 1473, it would give you like an extra 140 damage, which really isn't that much actually when you think about it. But you had an extra 150 might, so it would have actually boosted it like 30%, and 30% of 1400 is a little bit more. 4 goes into it's about 4 or 500 ish, 450 ish. So it's an extra 450 damage per shot, which can really add up, and then plus the criticals. So that's just him. Denji, you're gonna want to build with stamina, might, stamina and might. If you were playing Racken, I would say build him with command, but since you're not, since you're playing Leech, you're gonna want to build him with basically all damage, stamina. That's it, really. That's all you really want on him. And I recommend this. I actually do the set for him. And the reason being is this set is 3 BCS as damage against massive units plus 200%. So he does this spin thing that he does, right? And actually, I would throw one of these on him because I have so many of them. So this is actually a great item too. Throw one of those on him. And then the second item I would put on him is something like this for the 20% critical chance. Or I would put, there's an item that stuns too, but like I usually do the set for him. So he does bonus damage to big units. So now you can see he's doing 200% bonus damage to real units. And that keeps him within the stat thing that I want to. So, he's getting stamina from it, stamina might or command might, stamina might, stamina might. So like I said, if anything, I would swap one of these in to give him more power because he does hit pretty hard once this ability goes off. And if you're not racking, I would build him just like this, focusing these two, secondary focusing these two. And his secondary item should be either one of these, either this, or these. Any of these will do. Yep, any of those will do. So we're going to build him. You know what? Because you can make these, I'm going to build him with these. Assuming you'll get to those first. And they also offer stamina, so I think they're a great item. But yeah, that's pretty much how you would want to build him. See the ratio, 127, 93. So it's kind of what the ratios are you want to follow. If you were a Racken player, then you'd start jacking his command up. We're going to make this like a 10-15 minute video. I don't want it to be too long. I'm just going to fly through as many heroes as I can. I should be pausing this actually in the middle of taking off items and stuff. Speak of which, if you didn't watch the Avalon Hero review video, I would watch that. It talks all about stats and everything, and it's going to help you out a lot. Items like this, 10% more bonus summoning. Items like this will help you get more units in the field. This is for plundering, so this isn't the set I would actually use. If I was going to use a set for PvP, and this is specifically for you, it would be that, but actually I wouldn't even use that now because there's better sets actually out too. I don't have them. I didn't play this account long enough, but so I'm going to remove all the items. But again, when you build, I'm not going to use him as an example just because I've already used him in a video. When it comes to any character, if a command helps them, that's what you want to build them with. Any character that works off of magic, you want to build with magic. I recommend leveling your Cleo up like this. If you're a Leech player, that's where that kind of changes. You want to start getting a lot of these other things. This is going to help you fight humanoid units longer. I wouldn't get this even if I was on Leech, but I would get this, and I would get this. I mean this and this. It's gonna help you out a lot. How I would build her is like all magic. I literally just dump into this on her. That's healing efficiency, so you actually want to get one that says bonus damage. Alright, none of these actually say bonus damage, so what we're gonna do is just put the one that has the highest magic count. 14. We're gonna go with this one because it's also got good commands. So that would be our best item. But there is items that actually do benefit her better. Like cooldown items, you want to get like a cooldown based item. Oh, okay, well this set actually will give her a cooldown. So see, this is already getting up there. That's what you really want. I'm gonna throw some of these blue stones on her. I think I have another item for her too. I think it's this one, yep. Hold on. So that's what you want. You want to get her magic up there. Her bonus is 102. 160, so it's a bonus like 30% on all of these abilities. You know, so you just do 30%. 30% of 108 is about 30. So it'd be 130 damage per second for 6 seconds. Or however that works, actually, but you get the point. So that would be my Cleo. Magic. And you really want to read item descriptions and see what something offers you, because some of these items are going to offer things that you really do need to have that upper hand in a fight. Like if you're going to build a Virion, you're going to want something like this. Like I usually put it on Teodrin because it goes with her really well. Undead units take 30% damage, or damage against. So in combination with her like Aura Retribution, it really comes in handy. When I build a Viren, because he's tanky and not as damagey, I would build him with something like this. Give him the damage mitigation. This morale, I would give him this just because it's his best items, in all honesty. But the reality is that he doesn't need it. But these are the best items you can put on him, for now at least. So I would put this, giving him a set bonus. But realistically, Paladins, these heroes are heroes that you want to build again. It will tell you how to build them. See, command's going to give him more troops in the field. Lionheart Blade will be boosted by Might and Magic, which means both of these stats. He's kind of a character that utilizes everything but stamina, but stamina is what makes a hero tanky, what makes them eat more damage and have more health. So you kind of need that. Paladins are heroes that you want to have balanced all across the board, having stats that are kind of pretty even, and usually they're best with Hands of Wisdoms. So that's kind of how you want to build a Paladin. You can maybe get a little more might out of him, but you're on the Lionheart Blade, your healing is controlled by magic and your damage is controlled by might. So Rose, you do want to build with command, and not even magic. I don't even think she has anything for magic. Yeah. Yeah. So toxic touch, only toxic touches. Everything else. So basically, you really want to favor her command, and secondary her magic, because she's only got one ability for that. So what you want to do here is you want to find the item that actually has a higher command. And actually, it turns out it's that same item. So we're just gonna use that. She also might have. Nope. Okay. And then book, you want to start getting sets completed. This is one of the best sets to have on these heroes, because you get bonus evade chance. So it's giving them a ton of magic, giving them a ton of command, but also giving them bonus 20% evade chance, which means that they're going to dodge bullets and stuff. A lot of the damage isn't going to connect to them. And same thing I said before, I would put, I think it's this item, yeah. I would put this item on her. As well as one of the Hands of Wisdoms. And that's giving her pretty good numbers to work with. You want more command than magic, but hers is magic because I've dumped more points into her magic than her command. So, for leech characters, you want to build all of this. Everything is very important. The more points you can get into your rows on a leech player, the better. This is going to help you out a ton, this ability with spiders and stuff, so you really want to make that a big deal. The percentages you get from, it's just crazy. That only goes up too, so I wouldn't put any of those on her. I would put on Cleo this item. It's going to help her the most, I'd say. But yeah. Especially once you get to that magic damage plus 30%. Who else haven't we showed you how to build yet? Jax, he's all might. All might and stamina. You want to build him to get as powerful as you can. My Jax actually gets really strong. That's not even a flawless too, it's crazy. So my Jax is no joke. As you can see, it's 156, so he hits pretty freaking hard, dude. When you're not dwarf, when you're any race but dwarf, you don't want to build certain things. You want to focus these 3 abilities when you're not dwarf, and this ability, and this ability, and not this ability. But yeah, that's pretty much it for him. I got one more here to show you. And then that's it. And then I'm going to end the video. I'm still going to be doing the individual hero reviews too. It's just, this is for a friend right before the Emperor War. She's really nice. You want to build her magic. All of these, you pretty much build magic. Rubio is a might and stamina. Magic. Magic and command. You'll see that in his abilities. Magic. Command. And then you have 2 different types of tanks. You have damage dealing tanks and non-damage dealing tanks, but that's a different story. But yeah, so let's go into why all rogue heroes, by the way, are damage. All of these guys you want to build with might. That's what their main thing is. This one gets heals. Pretty sure based on, yeah. So this one will heal his regeneration that the wolves get. So you do want him magic and might. So you want to make him a nice little balance between the 2. Same way that you build Mako. But Bane. Okay, so Bane's a huge, he's the best tank for a reason. So we're going to get rid of the things that are not useful or not what we would usually put. This is usually how I build my Bane. The other ones are just for Dragon Abyss. For other things, I have them set up for different stuff. But that's how I build my Bane. You want Barbaric Blessing maxed out because you're going to get that bonus 42 stamina. Spinning Axe just kind of comes in handy, but it's not what you want to focus. And then you want to focus Provoke. So really it's just Provoke and Barbaric Blessing. And then after that is Cornered Beast and Spinning Axe. Because he's going to mitigate a ton of damage. He's going to eat a lot of hits. And then for every stamina point you put into him, he's going to eat even more hits. And as you can see, my base stamina on him is 92. He's a very, very broken character. Now, once you start jacking him up, because this is exactly what I had on him, was items that really did kind of get him boosted. Yeah, that works for me. I'm not going to try and put... Yep, because he's all stamina, so we're already at 126. Now, this is an item that I think is crucial. Some people put set items on him. I don't. I actually tried to get this flawless, and I'm still trying to get it flawless. But I put this on him because it gives him Barbaric Blessing +1 and then 6 stamina. So it only gives him 6 stamina. But what ends up happening is, see how I went up to 150? From 126? Even though I should have only went to 132? It's because it's actually giving me an extra level on this and giving me 60 instead of 42. And And that's why that item is crucial for him. That's why I beat so many people on my servers, because I do little things like that to outplay them. So you can see he's already a 150 stamina Bane. That's better than most people's Banes that have been playing for over a year. We're not even done yet. So like once we actually get all of his items on him, actually I think I had this on him too. Nope, that's right. I'm not sure what I had on him. Probably Hands of Wisdoms. I'm gonna say Hands of Wisdoms. So you want to get more stamina on him. So 187 stamina. So he's gonna eat a lot of hits. He's taking damage mitigations here. He's getting more damage mitigation here. Physical visit. So he's a very, very good character. Very, very, very good character. So don't underestimate him. Definitely buy the Bane. This is for a specific person I'm making this video, but we got 3 minutes left before I'm going to end the video now, but I just want to run through every hero really quick and just make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That covers all the heroes and how you want to build each one. Just pay attention to their abilities, and I'll tell you, he's broken, so you really want to get him leveled up. Alright, basically though, I'm not using Leech right now on this account, so I can't really show you how to make a setup for yourself right now. But what I can say is that for this PvP, for the Emperor War, you're going to want to have gold front lines. That's always what ends up winning PvP matches. Gold front lines always reign supreme. Gold back lines work late game because they have so much health, but early game you want to have gold front lines. Alright. Now what you want to combo with your gold front lines, certain heroes. So like here's a little trick that I know. This isn't gonna go perfect because I don't have anything on the field, obviously. But I actually kind of can show. I can do this. Yeah, they're the same. So we're just gonna pretend that this is your front line. And then behind it would be your spiders, etc. But I would actually put acolytes here. So this is where you're going to want to put acolytes. These aren't the same as acolytes, which kind of stinks. So it's a little bit hard for me to show you exactly what you would want to do. But let's just basically do this. You would fill up mummies, acolytes, and spiders here. And then you're going to want to put your heroes in the back. You should center your dragon back here. You're going to want to split your tanks up across the board. So I'd put like your tankiest tank over here. I'd actually center my Bane though. I'd put you want flanks to be broken, I'd put your damage dealing tank over here so you can break the flanks on the right. I would put Mako behind him so Mako could deal damage behind him. I would follow up on the other side with the same concept. Tankiest tank in the center. Damage dealing tank on the end. The only other damage dealing tank that we have though is Balrog, so it's gonna go on the end. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm splitting up the tanks across the board. And then you want to put in your secondary tanks too, but we're gonna put in another damage dealer first. Over here behind the Balrog. You're gonna want to center your Cleo. Because the centered Cleo is going to be able to hit more of the troops all across. You're going to want to, I'll get to that in a second actually. You're going to want to center your healer so they stay alive the longest. We'll get to Jax as well, we're not going to do him right now. You want to get your secondary tanks in because secondary tanks are important. Okay. Now you want to start doing your generals so you can get summons. I do a split, so what I would do, since this is my tankier side, I would put him over here and I would put Vega over there. I mean not Vega, Elena over there. And the reason I'm doing this is You want to have your summons together, but also on different sides of the field, so they can help out both sides of the fight. Your Rose you want to put on your weaker side. And also you can use her as a tank. A lot of people don't do this, but Rose can actually sit up here. And you could put a Bane next to her if your Bane's good enough. So you could do something like that, because she summons spiders right off the rip, so I'm actually going to show that too. And if you wanted to, you could like drop your Jax right behind him for damage. You could put, a mage there, a mage here. And like a lot of people try to dump all their heroes into the fight. Yeah, that kind of works, but not really. It's not like foolproof. I wouldn't use Talk unless you're racking, because he doesn't deal enough damage for you to want to use him over anybody else. I would use Sprig. I'd say that she's a very good character. That would be my setup. And then I would put, like, obviously the Acolytes, which I can't really do because I don't have any Acolytes, but, I would put my Acolytes now. And I would put, 2 sets of them. An Acolyte group would fit right here. Obviously these don't, but an Acolyte group would fit right here. And that would be kind of like your setup, pretty much. And, like, even with this terrible, awful setup, I'm going to show you that it will probably work still pretty well. Yeah, we'll see what happens. This is a human race too, by the way, so we're swapping over to Racken right now. I'd put, like, if you have extra space, I'd put any hero that you can in, because they're going to help you out. I might actually put Grims so you can reload Jack's ability. And then go. Just like that. Now here's where you want to start prioritizing abilities. So if you had that cooldown item on Cleo, which I don't have any items on these guys for this run because I took them all off to do video reviews or hero reviews, I'm not going to use any Racken. So you would want to use that first, Cleo's move, at least for early game, and then you want to follow up with Cleo or Vega. Usually you would use the heal first because you want to keep the troops alive. They're all going to die. And then once you... I'm trying to figure out how I can showcase this. Yeah, that's actually a good way to do it. So what I'm going to show you now is... Okay, so these would be essentially the order of operations in which you would want to use abilities.
Service, my lord. Enjoy watching you burn. Knowledge is power. The sun god is with us. Mess with me when I'm eating. My turn, it seems. Chew on this.
Okay. I only put the heroes in that I wanted you to learn, or to focus in the beginning. So this isn't to win, this is just to show you. Okay, so your your focus should either be this ability or this ability here, or Vega's ability. I'm going to use Vega's ability because, yeah, one of those two abilities first. Early game, you're going to want to use this first, obviously. Just throw that in the center real quick just to get us a little bit more time. Then you want to also start summoning. So you want to start getting these things off. Avalon doesn't have a summons, but you want to start doing these. Getting more troops on the field to start being able to attack. More HP to also defend. And then after you get all your summons off, you want to start doing your damage abilities. You want to start hitting them with abilities that are going to start killing them. If you see that they have a weak backline, like Silver Troop backline, you can go for damage abilities first and try to hope to kill them first. I'm the kind of player that goes for sustainability before I start dumping damage off into things. But if you see an opportunity to kill something, go for it, man. I mean, don't hesitate to try to kill something first. But that should be like your general rule of thumb when it comes to ability usage. Is you want to use either Cleo or Vega first, and then either Cleo or Vega second, and then follow up with summons, unit summons, to get them on the field. So I hope that helped out. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video than I intended, but have a great day, guys.